that job my great-great-grandfather had for 35 years. Just say it out loud.
A mailman?
Yes! For my product, I had a mailbox because he was a mailman for 35 years. His last name is Patton, and 955 is the Salt Lake house number. Oscar Patton was born on December 19, 1902 in Kanawha, West Virginia. This is him when he was 2 years old. His siblings are Oscar, William, Elmer, and in the front row, Edith, Romeo, and Olive. Two of his siblings, Noel and Sybil, died when they were babies. Growing up in West Virginia, they lived on a farm and had lots of chores. They planted food, fed the animals, and chopped down wood. Usually they had parties with their neighborhood, and they did fun things like square dances and played games like Skip to My Lou, Post Office, and Blind Man's Bluff. As a boy, he would go fishing and hunting and swimming in a nearby creek called Tulane. His family had a lot of good food, which was very valuable in his day. I'll talk more about one of their favorite food traditions in the end. This is the store that Oscar's father, Nelson, owned and operated the general store. Inside there were shoe boxes, pants, food, and behind the counter they had a secret candy, and usually the children snuck some candy. Oscar usually had many jobs, like coal mining, working in a glass plant, working at a grocery store, but the job he had most was a mailman. He would take the mail to his father's store. When he was a mailman, it was a great steady job during the Depression, and he got paid every 2 weeks. Oscar Patton married Flora Patton on March 31st, 1923. They bought their first house in 1936 for $3,500. This is a picture of their first vacation to Salt Lake City, where they visited the temple. And then we have another side, my poster. Picture of Flora and Oscar's family. This is shortly after they moved to Utah. Their son, Lowell, fell on the sidewalk and got a collapsed lung. They took him to the doctor. He had tuberculosis. He had to stay in a sanitarium for 18 months. It was decided that the family would move to a drier climate to help him get better. In 1944, they moved west to Utah. Oscar was able to work in Salt Lake City as a postman and continued until he retired. This is a picture of Flora and Oscar's 50th wedding anniversary. Oscar continued his love of raising fruits and vegetables. My mom remembers picking apricots at his house in Salt Lake City. He loved his family and being together with them. In 1985, Flora died. In 1995, he moved into a registry. And at age 94, Oscar Patton died of natural causes on March 3rd, 1997. A fun Patton tradition lives on today. They had lots of apples, so they would make apple butter, a wonderful family tradition. They used a large copper kettle and apple cider, 12 bushels of prepared apples, sugar, cloves, and cinnamon, and they stirred it with a special paddle. They cooked it all day. And then I have some pictures of when they had made apple butter and when they just, when Oscar's children made apple butter. Pictures, yeah. So this is Oscar and Flora making apple butter, and here's Flora. And then here are their children, Don, his son, who is my great-grandfather, Susie and Nelson. Here's Nelson pouring sugar into the kettle. Then here is my great-grandpa stirring the apple butter. And then here's the close-up on that picture. And then they used a saucer, and then here's some apples. And then they put silver dollars in the bottom to make sure that it doesn't come out. To make sure that it comes out smoothly, or else if it comes out, or else it would stick to the bottom and they wouldn't get all of it out. Thank you.